All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell, and this is
Jsnip4, Joe Realist News.
Hallelujah. Well, we're here this morning because, Brother Joe has been with us since Thursday. Is that right? And today is Monday, and we've immensely enjoyed his company. He's stayed right here in my home the whole entire time. And I tell you what a blessing it really truly has been to have him as a guest, but not only a guest, I can't really say he's a guest, my brother and my friend. Hallelujah. Here in the home. He has definitely helped us out immensely here straightway. We had 260 people at least click.
Oh, by the way.
Go ahead.
Let me cut in.
Mm-hmm.
I only checked it because the web server has a process where it tells you how many people have come and viewed per some set time. So it updates like every half hour, sometimes every hour, whatever.
Oh,
so
okay.
when I had checked it, church service wasn't over yet. So, but it was as close as I could check. Said okay, there was 260.
Right.
There's apparently quite a bit more than that had come and visited and watched the video. Because I checked last night, and I was like, wait a minute. So then I went and logged into the server that does all the streaming where I'm at, and there's a feature in there that tells you how many connections were made to it over like the last 2 days. So that would have been Friday night blog talk plus Saturday or Sabbath day church service.
Right.
And there's a total of 1,200 connections.
Wow.
I couldn't tell you which was which.
Wow. That's a lot. Well, let me go back and say this again. Let me try this again. No, there was over 1,200 connections where people were either viewed, both of us here on Blog Talk Radio Friday night, and church service Sabbath morning, and which is wonderful. I'm glad that people have an access or a way to be able to listen to us. Now, we're on Blog Talk. I am every Friday night from 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I determine if I'm going to do 2 or 3 hours. It just depends on what's going on through that week. Then we have church service every Sabbath, or what you call Saturday morning, from 11 a.m. until we're done. Now, also, some breaking news from Realist News here. Jsnip4 is going to be taking a slot on blogtalk.com/straightway every Thursday. Now he's going to put out a video, and then once I find out exactly how he's going to nail it down or what the time he's going to nail down, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it out on our video blog. But he's going to be talking to us about the real true news that you are not told, especially when you listen to TV. The metals markets, social and economic conditions, which we all need. We need a balance. We need a well-rounded balance of real true knowledge, truthful knowledge. Because you, just as well as I am, and I know he is too, we're sick and tired of being lied to, and we're sick and tired of being deceived. Because if you withhold information, then you have no recourse. You don't know how to respond. You don't know how to react. You can only respond and react according to the knowledge that they have planted in you. So, but when you have an opportunity to get the actual true knowledge, then you can have action. You can have a plan of action to do that which is right. But we have really, truly enjoyed him. He has immensely helped us, and he's going to continually keep helping. He's just as much as part of Straightway, just like many of you out there that are scattered abroad that support us from far as well as near. And now we have another brother, hallelujah, that's in Florida. Hallelujah. And it's a blessing. And I'd like to say thank you for everything you've done.
No problem. No problem.
Every single thing you've done here for us, and the things you continue to still do. And when I get back, I want to do a video because a lot of you people out there are ate up with this cancer of racism. I'm going to hit it from a biblical viewpoint and point of view, because you got some serious problems. And I understand what's going on. There's a lot of stuff that is sold in the heart from previous generations that you don't understand. And I'm going to talk about that. So tell everybody that you can. We'll continue to keep putting out the information and stuff. And make sure that you visit Jsnip4. That is Jsnip4 here on YouTube. Make sure you watch that. So Joe, you know you're welcome anytime, brother.
Oh yeah, it was a pleasure being here, helping. Just like I said last time, we stayed almost a day and a half, and I thought this time, no, I'm staying as much as I can. I'm gonna stay over the weekend. I actually accidentally chose the wrong departure flight back to Tampa, thinking I was still set for Sunday. My wife's like, you know that's set for Monday, don't you? I was like, no. So I look at it, I was like, oh shoot. So I had to ask my boss, hey, sorry about that. I need to take another day off. So they were real cool about it. But as long as I can stay here, it's great, man. I've been eating like a king. A king. Let me tell you something. If they didn't grow it or produce it here, chicken, whatever, then it was organic, and they bought it in a store organic. But most of what we ate was here, grown right here, fresh. I can't tell you. My body could tell. I mean, I could tell it was, I'm eating good. And not only that, this is just proof, I'll tell you right now, that if you think, oh, I hate eating healthy, it don't taste good, then you ain't cooking right.
You ain't cooking right.
Because Miss Carol and some of these other ladies out here that are cooking, man, let me tell you something. They can cook, and like I said, I've been eating like a king, man. I'm going to have to go home and be like, okay, back to the old routine, I'm going to have to take some of this back with me. Miss Carol, let me send her an email. Give me some of them recipes. So yeah, I enjoyed myself, man. I got to tell you, I really enjoyed myself.
Good fellowship over this weekend too, wasn't it? Meeting everybody. Everybody comes in, drive from different places and stuff. It's just a wonderful fellowship. It really, truly is. And we hope that some way, somehow, that we're an inspiration, because that's what we desire to do, is try to be an inspiration. We try our best to do everything we can to live a life of truth and integrity. Now, like I said before, there's room for improvement, much room for improvement. But at least we are striving, and we're not making excuses to stay in the same condition that we're in. So you need to think about that. Continue to keep listening. Continue to keep growing, and stay away from those who you cannot grow. You cannot develop relationships. You people who don't have the same mindset. Get away from them, because if you continue to keep hold on to these weights, they're going to drag you down. They're going to continue to keep dragging you down. So remember the church service, www.online-church.org, and I'm going to put a link up to the website. I'm also going to include it on the YouTube page and stuff. And Brother Joe is going to go down and do some more work and stuff on that end. And so we're going to see what we can do, given since we live so far out, what we can do as far as the bandwidth and everything goes, in order to try to make it look a little bit better. But hey, I appreciate each and every last one of you now. And that's one thing about, I'm a little bit different man in the pulpit that's supposed to out here every day. A lot of people don't understand that. Most people don't understand the dynamic of preaching and teaching. They really truly don't understand. But we hope that you do. And we hope that you're encouraged by what you see going on. Hallelujah. You got anything else you want to say, brother?
No, that's it. And just really, like I said, I really thoroughly enjoyed myself here. Everybody's just as nice as they were the first time we came,
Well, this time you actually got to live with us.
Yeah.
You got to live with us.
Yeah, so you couldn't have been putting on a show for the last 5 days or 4 days, It's I don't know, if anyone's out there thinking that this is just fake, I just have to say that, because these people aren't fake. They're real. They're true. They care. They had a sister and her friends or family, or I think there were some friends of hers, came by, just like me and my wife did. Hey, we want to check out Straightway. Well, I'm here, and they happen to do the same thing I did. So I'm thinking, hey, I remember doing that. And it was neat to see some people who were on that fence, real unsure about their religious beliefs, and had all these questions after questions. And a lot of it was kind of, like what I call nitpick questions about little inconsistencies or something that you really shouldn't be that concerned with.
Right.
But I understand that there's a lot of people in that situation, and they get hung up on that too. But they came here and started asking him these questions, and it was, later on in the day in his living room, brought everybody in, was just talking for a while. I was back here working on some computer stuff, and they were out there for a good probably 2 hours or more. And finally I was done and went out there and sat down and listened in and talked a little bit. And he just, he never once said, why are you asking me that? Or something about the Bible that he didn't have an answer. But why are you asking me that? Yet those people were telling him how many times their pastor or their other church would say stuff like that. Why don't you ask me that? Or as if they're this authority figure. Don't you ask me that? Stuff like that. And that's a typical story about these churches and stuff. So I got to witness these people come over and deal with a true pastor that talks to them kindly, listens to what they have to say, responds to them, tells him his views, tells him, well, this is specifically my opinion, but here's how I'm going to tell you. Just, you couldn't ask for a better teacher / preacher than this guy right here, man. I'm telling you. So, like I say, and I don't know if I said it on the video yet, but I did tell one of the ladies that was here yesterday. I said, I came here twice now, an empty man, whatever you want to call it, religiously empty. But I'm leaving here today, as a matter of fact, an Israelite. Even if I'm in Florida, it doesn't matter where you are. If you're a member, you're a member. I can't deny this guy anymore, and I've seen some things that he's done in some videos that I'm not going to get into that I knew wasn't fake, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and I immediately, that was it. This guy's not there's. That's all I can say. Just unbelievable. I'm now living here in Israel, a believer.
Hallelujah. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. That's what it's all about. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, sisters on YouTube. Anyway, we don't want to take up any more of your valuable time. We appreciate you honoring us by listening to us and viewing our videos. We're going to continue to keep striving for perfection and bringing forth the truth to you straightway, whether it be social, political, economic, judicial. Forget about this system. It's going to be the laws of the Most High. We're going to bring it to you. It's going to be right. It's going to be real news, real truth from a biblical point of view, not from our own personal opinions and ideas. It's going to be truth over facts. So we're getting ready to get out of here. I got to run Brother Joe down to the airport so his family can come pick him up because he got 3 beautiful young girls, a wonderful wife, a beautiful wife, and I know that they miss him dearly. So he's on his way home.
We're coming.
Hallelujah. Bless y'all. Y'all have a good day.